Seminar. I found it really insightful because it's very practical but also very funny. Others can have a tendency to be a little bit stiff, but this is very practical, very relatable as well to personal circumstances, situations that people go through.
It's really more practical, and I would say that it's good to know that you're in the company of people who still believe that the marriage institution, is God ordained, and that it's possible to actually succeed in it.
I think I'm going to take away the fact that what can I do differently, and how can I also work with Olu and think about the point, because we had to sort of think about what things we might want to change, what things can we do, and I think we thought about that. I think sometimes we might put points down and then we go back and we don't do it. But I want to be able to take away the fact that I'm reflecting on myself and actually put into practice what we're doing.
You need to know who you are personally. Without you knowing who you are, someone else will tell you who you are not in a relationship.
It was really practical. It was a practical session, very engaging, compared to other seminars I had attended before, where it's like the ministers just talk and talk, and at the end maybe just take a few questions. Right through it was very engaging. We were carried a long way involved, and like tonight was really lovely because we played games, we laughed together, and we learned as we did all of that.
Yeah, I find it very informative and very practical, real life experience.
It's been a great opportunity to be at this seminar anyway, basically. And my experience so far is the seminar was so impactful, it was so practical, the delivery was so good, absolutely different from any kind that I've ever attended in terms of the content, the sound and the balance of the content that the guest ministers were able to put together.
It's very practical, and it's shown me more about myself than as about being others, how to discover yourself.
To be able to just talk straight, and I think this gave us the opportunity to do that, because a lot of the time we might be going through difficulties, whether individually or as a couple, but you don't really get the chance. Maybe people day-to-day life, you just get on with it and avoid it, overlook it. But this type of event gives you a chance to think about, okay, what is it that you could be doing different about your life or your relationship?
It was very practical, and I liked how my opinion was valid and it was heard, and I liked how all my questions was answered before I could even ask.
For me, it was basically having the opportunity to share experiences with other couples and basically to learn from other people's experiences. And also I like the workshop aspect, which basically opens up other issues that are quite pertinent to building a better marital relationship. And I think in those discussions there were a lot of things that came out which basically was quite impacting and thought-provoking as a couple. And I think it was something that I've never experienced before in a retreat, and I think it's the first of its kind I've been to, and I really want to recommend it.
If you don't have some of these tools, things can be very difficult, and so that's why I think, for me, love language is great, and I think a lot of people will benefit from this kind of program.
I like the way it's very interactive. You can hear what other people are going through and share experience.
It's a bridge builder. Personally, I think the seminar has sort of empowered me to sort of improve and build on my relationship with my wife.
Like their openness, their frankness, really, because they kind of made it really, really real. So there was no camouflage or anything like that, and I think I like the realness of it, really, and I think it's really taking something home.
So I found this one revealing, a good exposure into the things that I might not have wanted to speak with my husband about. But after the whole seminar, we spoke for like 4 hours, which was wonderful.
Myself, I'm taking away a lot that I can apply outside of the meeting today. Thank you, Baid. Thank you.
Again, I'm thinking about many more people that this can be useful to. So we're thinking within our scope of influence how we can extend this opportunity. It's a vision fulfilled, a desire met. And we're so grateful. We're looking forward to bringing more people into it.
The other types of love within, the agape love. So whatever we do in our love language, the basis must be love, the love of God, which surpasses all love anyway. And that love takes us through, life, takes us through any challenge that we may encounter in our marriages. And I really, took that from this seminar. I just want to say thank you so much for Pastor T and Pastor Shola, who brought this to us over this weekend. And I just want to say that your ministry will grow wider, and as God has intended, nothing will stop you, both and your family, from reaching the heights that God has intended for it. I want to say thank you so much. It's so refreshing. And I'm taking everything that God has given to me, and I'm going to work with it with my husband.
Are you taking on the same thing?
Yes, I am. Everything that my wife has said, I sanction it. We believe we are together on it.